The Battle of the Codes, a phenomenal showcase of sports and spelling, as representatives from 4 sporting codes compete in a spelling deathmatch to find out which code reigns supreme. Now, would you please welcome the athletes? It's hard to know who's more excited to meet one another, the athletes or comedians. To help add a degree of professionalism and comfortability for athletes and comedians alike, once again joining us live from the set of his hit TV show Chen's Den for sporting men, they, them and woo men, it's Aaron Chen!
All right, Guy, can I say what a remarkable group of athletes you've assembled on the show tonight. And these new people standing next to our contestants, don't they look good too?
Oh, Aaron!
Take a chill pill, Guy. I'm just mucking around. Just make sure your chill pill isn't on the banned substance list from the World Anti-Doping Agency.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. It's outstanding advice. Now to the gameplay. This round will see you working in pairs in the hopes of lifting the Guy Montgomery's Guy Mont Spelling Bee's Great Sporting Trophy! Whoa. In your pairs, you'll be given a word connected to your chosen sporting discipline. Your nominated speller will attempt the word. If they spell their word successfully, you'll earn a point. If at any point you spell incorrectly, you are eliminated from the game and must immediately join Aaron for a post-match interview. To help your team, you can ask for a language of origin, a definition, and hear the word in a post-match sentence. First up is an 8-time world champion in the piss-easy world of competitive cliff diving. Please welcome the amazing Rihanna Nifflin! Rhiannan, thank you so much for joining us. And how are you with spelling?
Oh, look, I don't want to get too confident, but I think I'm all right.
I mean, you're paired with, you're an 8-time world champ. Kirsty's a 3-time spelling bee winner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Winner of last episode.
Don't be intimidated.
Yeah. How are you keeping your cool around it? It's remarkable. Well, are you guys ready?
We are.
OK. Cliff diving is a growing sport with a World Series sponsored by Red Bull, despite the event proving time and time again as the people fall into the water that consuming their product does not give you wings. For those who have not watched the sport, they may be interested to know that most of the diving is done from a very high platform and not an actual cliffside, rock face or precipice. Your word is precipice.
I'm pretty confident, but
You're confident?
I reckon you can do it as well.
OK.
Do you want the origin or something?
Yeah, maybe we'll go in origin.
I'm sure it's written down at the top of a cliff somewhere, but I've not had the guts to go and find it.
Precipice. P-R-E-S-E-P-I-C-E.
That is incorrect. I'm so sorry. Precipice is spelled P-R-E-C-I-P-I-C-E. You're eliminated from the game. Now, please join Aaron for a post-match interview.
All right. Thank you.
G'day, have a seat, please. I don't know. How you doing?
Oh, my spelling's not as good as my diving, but I'll live with that.
What is your favourite cliff?
I'm going to say it's in Japan.
Arigato. And back to you, Guy.
Thanks, Aaron. OK. And up next is Dave Hughes, and alongside him is the man who's run the width of Australia, and because that was too visually stimulating for him, he then ran 3,760 laps around Sydney's Olympic Park. It's ultra-marathon runner and ultra-nice guy, Ned Brockman! Ned Brockman, thank you so much for joining us.
It's an honour to be here, mate.
What sort of stuff is going through your head when you're trotting across the country?
Oh, not much, to be honest. There's not much right now, but not much.
I mean, because I imagine you go to some quite, psychedelic or interesting places. Did you ever get into letters? Were ever letters presenting themselves in your head?
I wasn't. No, none of that.
I guess we're just built different. But no, it's so nice to have you with us, Hughesy and Ned. While you both strike me as modern men, I'm sure you all know that running is quite an old-fashioned practice. In fact, the man responsible for popularising that marathon as we know it today was a professional running courier in ancient Greece. He ran from Marathon to Athens to tell his mates that the Battle of Marathon was over. Who was that man? None other than Bidippides.
Oh, God.
What do you think?
Do I have to spell this?
I could, or you could, or... No, one of us has to. So,
Before you spell, you can always ask for a language of origin, a definition...
St. Greece.
Have you got the card, mate?
I was just going to throw it out there.
Was it? It's a language origin.
Yeah, it's Greek.
All right.
Nailed it.
Do you reckon it's PH or F? Oh, I'm going to go PH. PH, ID,
Yep.
IP, IDES.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry.
What did I get wrong?
PHEIDIPPIDES.
No, we were stuffed.
We weren't anywhere near it.
Sorry to say, Ned, you're eliminated from the game. Please join us Aaron, for a post-opportunity. Thank you.
G'day, Ned. How you doing?
G'day, Aaron. Very well, mate. Very well. Thanks for having me.
Now, on the when you're running, are you ever podcasting like Joe Rogan Experience, anything like that?
Not the JRE, but a few of my friends. Yeah, I listen to podcasts.
Yeah, not right wing enough for you. But and back to you, Guy.
Yeah. And with Elouise, it's none other than the 2024 kayak cross Olympic gold medal winner, Noemie Fox! Noemie, you must work up quite an appetite when competing. I couldn't help but notice as soon as you were given your gold medal, you tried to start eating it. What is the tradition of the...
I don't know. I'll see if I can do it here.
Okay, well, Noemie, as someone familiar with a kayak, I'm sure you're sick of men who host spelling bees on television telling you how fascinating it is that the word kayak is a palindrome. So I'm going to resist the urge to do that and instead tell you about my favourite palindrome, as coined by James Joyce in his seminal 1922 novel Ulysses to represent the sound of a hand knocking on wood. Your word is tatter-a-tat.
Wow. How do you feel, babe, about this one?
I think I can do it.
Yeah, I think you can.
You want to take it?
I need a definition.
Yeah.
The original knock-knock joke.
Tatter-a-tat. T-A-T-T-E-R-E-T-T-A-T.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. Tatter-a-tat spelled T-A-T-T-A-R-R-A-T-T-A-T.
It's the accent.
The accent, you said tatter-a-tat.
Yeah, you're saying tatter-a-tat.
I'm pretty sure you're eliminated from the game. Noemie, thank you so much. Please join Aaron for a post-match interview. Thank you. Sorry for your loss.
G'day, what the bloody innings, whoa. What the word, how do you feel about that word?
Oh, it was a bit, I don't know, a lot on the tongue, tatter-a-tat. I couldn't focus.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of your stuff. I subscribe to your newsletter, Fox News, love it. But keep it up and back to you, Guy.
All right. And spelling alongside Sashi is a Commonwealth and World Champion swimmer. It's Sam Short! Sam, thank you so much for joining us. Now, as a freestyle champion, they call it freestyle, but everyone seems to use the same technique. What's going on out there?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone just found the fastest way to get through water, but, I mean, maybe in 10 years, who knows? Maybe you'll find a faster way to get through.
I think it's highly unlikely. Sam and Sashi, you guys ready?
Yes.
Sam, while you entered the record books with your stunning display at the Commonwealth Games, there is no swimmer with a more infamous entry in the record books than Eric the Eel, who of course stunned the 2000 Sydney Olympics by winning his heat with the slowest time in Olympic history. Being from Equatorial Guinea, Eric the Eel was of course Equatoguinean, and your word is Equatoguinean.
This is... Yeah,
You can do it. You can do
this.
It's
Come on, you've got
totally
to do it.
doable.
You can do it.
Can I have a definition?
A person from Equatorial Guinea.
It's just like a bit of equator and then some of Guinean.
What was the word again?
Equatoguinean.
Okay, I'm going to give it a crack. Equito. E-Q-U-I-T-O. Space. Maybe not.
Probably going to have to pick a side there.
U-I-N-I-A-N.
Getting pretty long at the back here.
Yeah, you're not.
Was there a cut?
I'm so sorry, Sam. That is incorrect. Equatoguinean spelled E-Q-U-A-T-O-G-U-I-N-E-A-N. Equatoguinean. But the good news is you can take a walk over to join Aaron for a post-match interview. Congratulations. All the way over. You guys can have a quick word.
Wow, Equatoguinean, what a tough word. You kind of got your A's and your I's mixed up. What do you think about the prevalence of AI in modern society?
It helps with uni.
Oh, good on you, Sam, and spell you next time.